Shalom, this is New Yesh from Israel at Hebrew on the Island 2. Today's video is called The No Broken Bone Line. It's talking about King David and not fake Jesus, Black Yahawashi. Alright, listen. You know, I'm doing a King David series. I made one already on Psalm 22. This is going to be my second one. I'm going to make probably another one or two more down the road soon. You know, maybe next week or whatever. Okay. Listen. Christians, fake Christians, regular heathens and Negro Christians and, you know, and Messianic Hebrews too. Their whole reason for living, because they love their fake God with a small g so much. They love their fake Messiah, because the only Messiah is the Most High alone in Exodus 3, in the law, and in Isaiah, and all over the Tanakh. They have to try to paint him into the Old Testament to give him validity. This line that they use, that they've been using for a long time, we're going to read it in the Tanakh, because I use the Tanakh, because in the King James, what they try to do is anywhere where they have been false flagging, trying to direct the narrative, trying to make people believe that their fake God called Jesus or Black Yahawashi for you Messianic Hebrews, see, he was written about in the Old Testament. No. You're painting him in there. You're adding him in there. He's not in there. He's not mentioned. If it's so important, they would actually mention his name. All those spaces where you're saying is you're fake Jesus, it's talking about King David. Problem is you guys never really truly read, so you don't know. And a lot of you don't know because of Isaiah 44. It says you have no understanding. You never known. You don't have any understanding, or you not have known. Because the Most High closed your eyes so you can't see, and your ears so you can't hear. The reason why he's so confounded with what I'm about to show you right now is because of Psalm 97. Confounded are all they that serve graven images and worship idols and gods. Psalm 97. Your graven image, your God is your Jesus, your Black Yahawashi of John 1:1, Colossians 1, 1 John 5. That's why you're confused. An image is not just made out of something material. An image can be formed in your mind, which, you know, since you're only two-dimensional thinkers, not three-dimensional thinkers, you can't think of that. But that's not my problem. That sounds like a personal problem. But for you people that get it, it's because you're meant to get it, because the Most High is in charge. The man's ways are the Most High. So for you, I'm hoping, and I'll be very happy and rejoice that you could see the lie of that fake Messiah called Jesus and Black Yahawashi. This famous line that churches, Christians, and Messianic Hebrews like to use, well, none of his bones is broken. Oh, that only could be talking about Jesus, Black Yahawashi. You're wrong. And you just need to read. Let's go into Tanakh in the Hebrew Scriptures, in the Ketuvim, which are called the writings. We're going to turn to Psalm 34. I'm going to read the whole Psalm for you. Remember, the line that they focus, they laser point to try to associate their fake God, their fake Jesus, is Psalm 34:20. Let me make sure it's 34:20 in the Tanakh. No, it's 21 in the Tanakh. Remember, we use the King James Version. Sometimes it's a verse above, a verse below. It's not the same totally. And basically King James got almost everything else similar, close. But definitely where they're trying to paint their fake God with a small g called Jesus or Black Yahawashi into the Old Testament to give him validity. It's trying to make him important even though his name is nowhere to be found. Only King David's name is to be found in the Israelites. Then they'll do, you know, that devil shell game or switcheroony on you. Okay, so it says in the King James in Psalm 34:20, he protects all his bones, not one of them will be broken. So you know they're going to quickly run to and say, What story has connected to it and his bones was a break? The crucifixion. It has to be Jesus. You're wrong. Let's read Psalm 34 in the Ketuvim and the Tanakh, which are the Hebrew scriptures. This is how it starts. You guys don't read. You're confounded. It's going to tell you the whole Psalm 34 is talking about King David, who you guys try to hide, whether purposely or not purposely. King David is considered, his kingdom is going, his reign is going forever and ever, and his descendants reign. Don't say, oh, Jesus is the regeneration or reincarnation, whatever you crazy people want to say. He's really King David. No, he's not. Where's that in the scripture? It's not in the scripture. You're making it up. In scripture is not Matthew to Revelation. Scripture is only Genesis to Malachi. All right. Psalm 34, in the Ketuvim, in the Tanakh, let's see what it's saying. Let it speak, not those crazy Hebrew camps or crazy Christians. Psalm 34, of David, let me read that again. Of David, when he feigned, that means faked madness, like he was crazy, in the presence of Abimelech, who turned him out and he left. Let me read it again. It tells you right in the first verse. You guys keep adding to the scripture. You keep saying you don't. Deuteronomy 4 says, do not add or take away. You guys, you don't realize you got a lot of upcoming curses to be applied to your account because you keep adding and taking away from the scripture. The scripture is Psalm 34 in the Ketuvim. And it's telling you right in the first verse, what do you put horse blinders on or something? How could you say Jesus? It doesn't say Jesus or Black Yahawashi. It tells you who they're talking about is King David. Psalm 34 of David when he, not a Jesus or Black Yahawashi, of David when he feigned madness in the presence of Abimelech, who turned him out and he left. So King Abimelech wouldn't get his body broken and try to kill him. So he faked that he was a crazy man, so he would leave him alone. It says it simple in the Hebrew text, in the Tanakh. Guys don't know scripture. You can tell me, oh, well, when was fruit made? We don't care about all them little specific Bible, what is that? Factoids. You don't got the foundation correct. It's talking about King David. Of David when he feigned madness in the presence of Abimelech, who turned him out and he left. Verse 2 of Psalm 34. I bless the Most High at all times. He's talking about King David. Praise of him is ever in my mouth. He's talking about King David. I glory in the Most High. King David's telling you he glories in the Most High. Let the lowly hear it and rejoice. Exalt the Most High with me. Who's the me? King David. It told you in the first verse. Let us extol his name together. I turned to the Most High. Who turned to the Most High? King David. And he answered me. He saved me from all my terrors. Men look to him and are radiant. Let their faces not be downcast. Here was a lowly man who called, and the Most High listened. King David is calling himself a lowly man and delivered him from all his trouble. The angel of the Most High camps around those who fear him and rescue him. Taste and see how good the Most High is. Happy the man who takes refuge in him. Fear the Most High, you, his consecrated ones. It's talking about the Israelites. No heathen nations. For those who fear him lack nothing. Lions have been reduced to starvation, but those who turn to the Most High shall not lack any good. Come, my sons, listen to me. Hold on, wait. Okay. I will teach you what it is to fear the Most High. King David is telling the Israelites. Who is the man who is eager for life, who desires years of good fortune? Guard your tongue from evil, your lips from deceitful speech. Shun evil and do good. Seek amenity and pursue it. This is King David speaking, not your fake Jesus. It ain't no regeneration, no no, what's that? The Indians say reincarnation. No. The eyes of the Most High are on the righteous, his ears attentive to their cry. The face of the Most High is set against evildoers to erase their names from the earth. Listen up, heathens. This is what the Israelites only, aka Negroes, forefather King David is saying. The face of the Most High is set against evildoers. The heathens are evildoers. Look what they have done to the earth. Look what they have done to the Most High's laws and all his creation, and what they did to his people, the Israelites. 2019, getting ready to go in 2020. They cry out, and the Most High hears and saves them from all their troubles. The Most High is close to the brokenhearted. Those crushed in spirit he delivers. The only people that crushed in spirit are the Negroes right now, and have been for things. The whole world despises us and hates us. Yes, just look at your actions, heathens. There ain't no other people group. Though the misfortunes of the righteous be many, the Most High will save him from them all. Now this is your favorite line, Messianic Hebrews and Christians trying to insert your fake Jesus and black Yahawashi. Verse 21 of Psalm 34, keeping all his bones intact, not one of them being broken. This is King David. Remember, Psalm started out, Psalm 34:1. Of David, when he feigned madness in the presence of Abimelech, who turned him out and he left. Because King Abimelech was going to do David harm. So then when you get down to verse 21 of the same Psalm 34, it says, keeping all his bones intact. It doesn't say keeping all Jesus or fake black Yahawashi's bones intact. The subject matter, remember, keep the context in order. The context of Psalm 34, the exegesis, E-X-E-G-S-I-S, the digging, the exploration of this verse is talking about King David. So it says in verse 21 of Psalm 34, keeping all his bones intact, King David, not one of them being broken. It's not your fake Jesus. Stop lying, devils. Verse 22 of Psalm 34, one misfortune is the death blow of the wicked. The foes of the righteous shall be ruined. The Most High redeems the life of his servants. All who take refuge in him shall not be ruined. If you truly took the time out and read, you know that not one of his bones was broken. It's talking about King David and no one else. It's talking about King David and no one else. Not one of his bones were broken. It's not talking about anybody else. It's only talking about King David. I am happy to say that the Tanakh and Torah-based Israelites have woken up from the dangerous poison Kool-Aid of Christianity and their fake Jesus and black Yahawashi. Of course, the two-thirds, the Messianic Hebrews haven't woken up. They're still drinking the Jesus juice, the fake black Jesus juice, saying he's the Messiah and not one of his bones was broken. No, that's talking about King David. Well, this is a new Yes from Israel at Hebrew on the Island too. Hopefully this was edifying. Until next time, next time.